Oh, the back break. Putting these raspberries in. Because right here is solid rock. You know, a lot of the farm it's like 50% rock. This was like 90. And when we first leased the farm, this was the only section they would give us. We persevered and grew some stuff in here. Unbelievably, we grew some stuff to bring to market. But once we were able to lease, you know, the fields back here, then we abandoned this and said, well, we'll make some money. We'll just put in some raspberries. So we put in raspberries. We would dig these trenches in the rock and then put in raspberry every foot. You know, raspberry plant, you know, you buy them by the big bundle. And, you know, put in some ever-bearing and some summer-bearing and just different flavors for different rows. And we thought we'd be, you know, the raspberry kings. But raspberries are not easy to make money with. They're not easy to get to market. They take an extremely long time to harvest. So we don't sell any raspberries to market. But I love having them now. Now it feels, farm feels wild. When we first got here, you know, it was just pasture with really nothing here. And now we have something that is this wild fruit that we can freeze for the winter. The kids love them. And we have more than we can eat. We did once have it was one season, we had a pick your own, and people loved it. And we loved it too, because you just sell the empty box. And, you know, selling an empty box when you're farming is pretty sweet. You cut out all the harvesting. You cut out pretty much every cost there is, except for the cost of the box. But maybe one day we'll have a store again, and we'll start that up again. But we continue to give them manure and take care of them. We don't put them on a wire or anything like that. We just keep them kind of in wild rows. So they get a bit unruly, and I got to come through here with a flail mower to just kind of tame them a little bit. When we first put them in, we put wood chips down with them and really took care of them. Just a lot of work, but we don't do that anymore. They just go wild. We also have over here blackberries. And when you're buying raspberries, you notice that blackberries are like 20 times the cost for just one bare root. And that's because they're so slow to grow and take off. And so we only bought, I think, five little bare root. And only 4 survived, or maybe only 4 survived. And now they're huge. You know, this is years ago, but now we get, you know, tons of blackberries. Every one of these flowers, and they're beautiful flowers. Nothing flowers like blackberries. It's just, you know, and when you get nice big flowers, that's when you get the big, huge blackberries. And each one of these flowers is going to be a blackberry. So each one of these clusters is just going to be clusters and clusters of delicious, fantastic blackberries. So good.